In this lesson, we're going to talk about mixed numbers and improper fractions and how to convert them back and forth between these two different stages. Now remember, a mixed number or an improper fraction is any fraction that's greater than one whole. So we're looking for anything that's 1 plus a fraction of another part, or maybe it's 2 whole plus a fraction of another part. And anyways, we're going to be talking about how to convert them between a mixed number, which is a whole number, and a fraction, and changing that to just a fraction, or going the other way around. So here are the steps for changing a mixed number into an improper fraction. And we have the example 2 3/4. Now this is a mixed number because we have a whole number, 2, and then 3/4 of another whole. And if I were to model what this looks like, let's say I'm using circles to model this. I have 1 whole, 2 wholes, and then 3/4 of another. So if I break this into fourths, here's 1 whole, 2 wholes, 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. So that's what we're looking at. You can think of pizzas. I have 2 whole pizzas and then 3/4 of another one. Or you could look at it as pies. Okay, so anyways, this is what 2 3/4 looks like. This is what it looks like as a mixed number, and I want to change this to an improper fraction. Okay, so to do that, to do this mathematically or with using arithmetic, we're going to multiply the denominator by the whole number. Okay, you do this every time you're changing a mixed number to an improper fraction. So my denominator is 4, and my whole number is 2. So I'm going to multiply 4 times 2, which gives me 8. Okay? And then before I do anything with that 8 yet, I also have to add the numerator to that answer. So my numerator in this example is 3. So 8 plus 3 is 11. Now when I add my numerator to the answer, 8 plus 3, and I get 11, that's my new numerator. Then to figure out what the denominator is, it's very easy. It's the same denominator that you have in your mixed number. So 11 is my new numerator, and 4 becomes my denominator. So 2 3/4 as an improper fraction is the same thing as 11/4. And let's look at this one more time. So I have 4 times 2, which is 8. Then I'm going to add my numerator, so 8 plus 3 gives me 11. And then my denominator just shifts over, and it's the same thing. It's 4. Okay? So let's go ahead and do another one together. 5 1/6. So let's say I have 5 tomatoes and 1/6 of another tomato, and I want to know, what is the fraction? Okay? What does this look like as a fraction? So I'm going to do the same thing. First thing I'm going to do is multiply my denominator by my whole number. So 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, 6 times 5 is 30. And then I'm going to add my numerator. So plus 1 equals 31. And then my next step is just to move my denominator over. Okay, so 5 1/6 as a improper fraction is 31/6. Okay? You can pause the video now if you'd like and go ahead and try these next 3 examples on your own. If you don't feel confident enough yet to do that, go ahead and just follow along with me as I do these here on the board. Okay? So on this one, first step, yep, I need to multiply 3 times 4. So 3 times 4, which gives me 12. And then my next step after that, after multiplying my denominator and my whole number, is to add my numerator. So 12 plus 2 is 14. And my denominator stays the same, which is 3. Okay? All right, next example over here. Denominator times my whole number. 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, 14 plus my numerator, which is 1, gives me 15. 15 over 2 is my improper fraction. All right, this last one, let's try and do this last one mentally. Instead of writing out all the steps, let's try this one mentally in our noggins, okay? So we have our denominator and our whole number and our numerator. So doing the same steps, but doing them here, using your noggin instead of using the board or your board or paper and pencil at home. Okay, so if we multiply and then add, what is our numerator going to be? You said 52, you're correct. Because 5 times 10 is 50, and adding the 2 to it gives us 52. And then what's our denominator going to be? You said 5, you are also correct. So our improper fraction is 52 fifths. And just so you know, this mixed number and this improper fraction are equivalent. It's the same amount, it's the same value. It's just two different ways to show a fraction that's larger than one whole. Okay, and that's taking a mixed number and making it an improper fraction.